I was never afraid of the dark until I saw what was hiding in it. This spooky scary story time came from a guy named Max. He said that he was a sophomore in high school when this took place and he saw the rake. I had never heard of the rake. This is the first story I've ever gotten about it. I made the mistake of looking it up. Don't do that. I wish I hadn't. But he said it was 2008, 2009. He's a sophomore in high school. He's on the phone. It's like 10:30 at night with his best friend Kim at the time. His parents are inside asleep, so he walks down the driveway. He's talking to her on the phone in the dark. Walks out of the driveway down the road a little bit of ways. There's a single streetlight. Past the streetlight, there was a hill. At the bottom of the hill, it was dark because there were no other streetlights around. All of a sudden, he just gets this intense feeling of fear and dread. He said he felt all the hair on his body stand up. There was this intense chill from the bottom of his spine to the base of his neck. Instinctually, he looks to the right. He doesn't know why. He said it just felt like there was something coming from that direction. At the same time, all of nature goes dead silent. All the bullfrogs stopped, the crickets stopped, even the dogs in the distance stopped howling. His friend on the phone is still talking, but he can't pay attention to what she's saying because at the same time, he's trying to figure out what's going on. A pack of dogs comes running up the hill and passes him like they don't even see him. He just tells his friend, I have to get off the phone, because he knew for whatever reason he had to get back inside. He runs back to the house, goes in through the back door, and the back door actually faced the direction he came from. He gets inside, he slams the door behind him, and he's looking outside to see whatever it is he feels is coming. And that's when he sees a giant, skinny creature crawling up the hill out of the dark on all fours. He said it had no discernible features, like no nose, nothing like that, but it was pale, it was like a gray color, and after it crawled up the hill, it stops just shy of where he was standing and stands up on two legs underneath the streetlight. He said at the time he had never seen anything like it. He had no idea what he was looking at, and he was horrified. It stood about 6 foot, maybe 6'5", and after it stood on two legs, it just started turning in circles, going counterclockwise over and over and over. He said it looked like it was looking for something, and finally it stops, and it's facing the direction of his back door, so he just ducks down. He said he was on the floor underneath the door, frozen in fear. He had no idea what to do. He was just shaking. He sat there for what felt like maybe 10 minutes before he finally had the courage to stand up. He stands up, he looks out the door, and it's gone. He says the thought of it horrified him for years because he knows what he saw, and it was unlike any animal or person he's ever seen. Years later, he was moving into an apartment about 30 minutes away after he got married. They were talking to some of the neighbors. The neighbor's boyfriend ends up telling him, oh, I'm from that same area. It's really creepy out there. Actually, I saw the rake out there once. And he's like, what's the rake? And he's like, oh, it's a mythical creature that's not really supposed to exist, but it exists. So Max and this neighbor's boyfriend end up talking, and he's like, when did you see it? And it turns out it was in the same year. And not only that, but it was within a half-mile radius of where Max saw it. So the boyfriend's like, here, I'll show you. And he pulls up a photo of it, and Max said his stomach dropped because it was the exact same thing that he saw. And Max says to this day, he really doesn't know, but he's still afraid to be outside in the dark alone, even though he's 32. And anytime he finds himself out there in the dark alone, he walks fast, he hums, he sings, anything to get inside faster to avoid seeing this creature again. He said maybe it's the rake, maybe there's something else out there. I don't know, but after 17 years, it still haunts me. If you've got a spooky, scary story time, I would love to read it. I update this almost every single day.